I want to bring in Dr. Aditi Nerurkar. We wanted her before the break, but now she's with us. She's a physician at Harvard Medical School. Doctor, thank you for joining us. So let's talk about cruise lines. One of the first major outbreaks of the pandemic, of course, was on a cruise ship. We all remember the Diamond Princess off the coast of Japan and its passengers who were stuck on there for quite some time. This is an industry I wasn't sure made sense in a post-pandemic world. I'm not sure how many people are going to be comfortable going on a cruise again, but what kind of precautions do you want to see cruise ships take as things do return to normal and some people do want to get back on them?
Thanks, Savannah. Yeah, it's a great question. You know, we've been really seeing a major issue with crowding, and cruising is a crowded, contained space. So that is the major consideration. The Norwegian Cruise Line did send a letter to the CDC saying that they will function in July, starting July, and decrease capacity to 60%. And then they'd like to increase capacity every month by 20%. They're requiring vaccinations, but like your reporter initially said, these vaccination cards could be forged. It is concerning because the cruise industry and the cruise ship are contained spaces with many crowds. So while you can try to mask and social distance and hand wash, it is just not the same as getting on a flight, which is a short, finite time of a few hours, and then you're back in public. And that is the main issue. So it's an evolving story, and I'm interested to see how the CDC responds.
Definitely. And Doctor, let's talk about cases and where we're at with the potential of a fourth wave. Now, Dr. Anthony Fauci says weather won't have an impact on cases. First, let's listen to what he said during yesterday's COVID briefing.
You might remember a year ago, or a little bit more than a year ago, when we were looking for the summer to rescue us from surges, it was in fact the opposite. We saw some substantial surges in the summer. I don't think we should even think about relying on the weather to bail us out of anything we're in right now.
Now, Doctor, we know people typically get viruses like the flu when the weather is colder. Therefore, it's called flu season. So why would we not see a decrease in COVID cases as it gets warmer?
That's a great question, Savannah. The reason that COVID is so problematic right now is because of the variants. In the U.S., 60% of COVID cases as we speak are due to the variants. During warmer weather, yes, it is true that, like Dr. Fauci said, virus transmission, or rather virus replication, can decrease with warmer weather. But with these new COVID variants, we're seeing a rise in transmission. Look at countries like India or Brazil, warm countries with surges happening. So while we're hopeful that the warm weather may impact, it really doesn't. We're thinking with the variants, it may not.
Dr. Nerurkar, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.